Alright guys, so this is another part to my Gsxr no spark, how to diagnose it, how to fix it. A lot of people have been asking me to make this video, but this is the answer to the problem when you have a bad ignition. You have to go on Amazon and order a 100 ohm resistor that is a half watt at 5%. Don't really know what that means, but right there, that'll solve your problem. I bought 100 of them for like $6-7. Anyways, so a lot of people have problems with their bike, sits, over winter, and they go to start it and then they have no spark. There's a few things that can cause it. There's what they call a pulse generator underneath here or here. Not really sure. The wires come, where are they? They're somewhere down there. Anyways, it's two wires, a green and a black wire. They plug in over here. They run from, as you can see, they run down to that cover underneath there, like I just said, and then up to here, and then way over to here, and then this is the plug. It's got a green wire and a black wire. Mine's kind of got some spray paint on it, but that's the pulse generator. You can unplug it right here like that. You can test these leads with an ohm meter to see if your pulse generator is working. You can look that up online. It's pretty easy. You just got to get a voltmeter and you can test that. That's the first thing to test. You obviously have to test it when you crank the engine over and to see if you've got voltage coming out of there. That's one thing to check. The next thing to check is if you have power to your coils or not. That's pretty easy to do. So your coils are right here. You should have power going to them with the key on, and then the other wire should be the signal wire to send it, tell it to spark. But a lot of times you won't get that signal, and you won't get that signal because there is a resistor built into your ignition that goes bad. So when the resistor goes bad in here, it doesn't send the right voltage to your ECU. Your ECU has an orange wire with a white stripe somewhere. Right there. Mine's kind of painted. It's got black paint on it, but orange wire, white stripe. You have to test that to see if you get any voltage there, or if you get 12 volts there, it will not start. It needs like 8.5 volts. And that wire, that orange wire with the white, runs all the way up to your ignition, and that runs to that resistor. So the resistor is meant to put resistance between this yellow or this orange wire right here. You can't see it good. Sorry, hard to film and find stuff, but this is the orange wire with the white stripe that goes into your ignition. So what you do is, this is your ignition harness, this green plug, and it unplugs, and this goes right up to your key switch. So what I did is I cut the wires on the key switch end, and you basically take this black wire with the white stripe, you cut it off on the ignition side, it's no longer used. You take the yellow wire with the white stripe and you cut it off, it's no longer used on the ignition side. Then you take the black wire with the white stripe to your resistor, and then I have a little piece of wire here lengthening it. Oh, I just unhooked it. But anyways, that goes to your orange wire here with the white stripe. So you take the resistor and you connect it, and you will get spark if that is the problem. And so then you would just solder, all this together and make it look nice. I just have it this way because I wanted to show you guys how I did it. But that is the key. So basically, all you have to do is get, the resistor, piece of wire, some solder, and you can make your bike run again. Another way to go about it is to buy a new ignition, but if you don't get the ignition from Suzuki, or I believe it's only the ones with the green plug from eBay, because I bought a new ignition off eBay and it had the white plug and it didn't have a resistor in it at all. My bike still didn't start. So that's where I'm at now, is I got the Resistor Mod. There's some information on the website, or on the internet, on how to do this. I can try to put some of those in the description, put some links in there. But it's pretty simple. It took me a few minutes to do that and to get it figured out. But now I have spark, now my bike runs. Now I just need to get a new gas tank and I will be good to go. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you guys haven't subscribed, be sure to do that. I've got a lot of other helpful videos on Gsxrs on my YouTube channel. But yeah, be sure to leave questions in the comments. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up. And I guess I'll see you in the next one.